Last night against the Mavericks, Chris Kaman of the LA Clippers had 9 points and 13 boards in a heartbreaking loss at the buzzer. Now, the Clips might be struggling, but Kaman continues to have a breakout season, 28 double-doubles in his first 33 games. It's as if it's all suddenly begun clicking in this his 5th season. But as Rick Bucher of ESPN The Magazine shows us, it may not be Kaman's game, but the head that he brings to it that is making the huge difference.
If you're a parent or a child or somewhere in between, Chris Kaman has something to tell you. And he's even willing to do it if you're on the other side of the country from his bedroom in California.
Obviously, you guys probably know I play in the NBA. This is my 5th year.
His message is as intimate,
Honestly, like, I'll go home sometimes and cry at night,
as it is inspirational.
It's completely changed the way I play basketball.
The physical gifts, soft hands, quick feet, good balance, have always been there for the Michigan native taken 6th in the 2003 draft. But he was 7 feet of coaching frustration.
I would forget a lot of stuff in the timeouts. I mean, my plays, Coach Dunleavy would be all over me. Like, how could you not? I just drew it up right in front of you 5 seconds ago.
So, if you want to know why he's suddenly playing like an all-star for the first time, start at the top. Kaman was diagnosed with attention deficit disorder when he was a child. Last July, he agreed to let a neuropsychologist, Dr. Tim Royer, take a look inside his head and find out exactly why he couldn't concentrate.
Here's somebody who was diagnosed at 2.5 with ADD, put on medicine at 3.5 for ADD, and he doesn't even have it.
It's disappointing that I couldn't have learned about this when I was 5 years old, 7 years old, when I was in school and out of control, and the teachers were trying to figure out what was going on.
What you're seeing right now is all the different brain waves within Chris's brain.
Royer evaluates his patients on the size and strength of those various brain waves. With Kaman, he found a high beta count, meaning there were brain waves running too fast and strong, the opposite of someone with ADD. So Royer created a training program in the same way Kaman's coaches might. Only this one teaches him how to regulate his breathing and heartbeat, allowing his brain to recalibrate itself. When Kaman's brain emits the desired balance of waves, the graphic moves and the music plays.
When we're doing the training, think of the model of a speedometer where the car can go really fast or it can go really slow. In Chris's case, the brain was going really fast, and what we wanted to do was make him aware of when he was going too fast. Much like when you're driving in the car, you're not really thinking, am I going 46 or 47, but you are aware when you go 75 or 80 miles an hour. Unfortunately for Chris, he would go 75, 80, 90, 95, and then it'd be hard for him to slow the whole engine down. I'm
like somewhere in the middle, you know. I'm not breaking the speed limit, and you know, I'm not going too slow. I think I'm a lot more regular than I used to be.
While Royer refuses to divulge exactly how his brain retraining technology works, Kaman has found that learning neurofeedback is similar to shooting a basketball. Everyone has different form, and you, through sheer repetition, figure out what works for you.
Once you get used to it, your brain figures it out. You don't really need to think about it anymore.
I think, you know, his focus has been great. I think he's made fewer mental errors between on rotations, on defensive coverages, and, you know, as far as play sets, knowing where he's supposed to be and what he's supposed to be doing, for sure.
Having a brain in constant overdrive can pose problems off the court as well, especially if you have a high-limit credit card.
You have all this money, and you never had it before, and you just want to buy stuff, but I had no self-control in that area, and I could definitely tell a change in that when I was, you know, just after like 3 weeks, a short time of doing it.
When you look back, you were taking what they
Nope,
gave you,
Ritalin and then Adderall.
What did that feel like? Now that you know what you know about your brain?
Yeah. Now that I know, you know, I can't change the past, you know, so I'm just happy to be able to, you know, have found out about it now and be able to work on my future and help other people's futures.
Royer estimates there are millions misdiagnosed with ADD. For Kaman, it meant being labeled a poor student and a troublemaking jock in high school. It's hardly any wonder that he's now on a crusade to help others avoid the 22 years of demoralizing frustration he experienced.
People always made fun of me, why you got to take this pill to be a regular person, you're not regular. If I can help one person, like, that's kind of like what I'm here for, I mean, I think I have a platform and I'm trying to use it to help other people.
Rick Bucher of ESPN The Magazine reporting. An estimated 3.5 million youngsters in this country take prescription medication for what has been diagnosed as attention deficit disorder. Now, Roger Clemens, he says he's clean. Are people accepting his version of events? Your outside opinion next.
I got something for him, no?